Coming up on today's show, a walk on the wild side. We are experiencing animal encounters all over Northeast Ohio, from farm friends and reptiles, bugs, and bears. Even the king and queen of the jungle. We've got the animal kingdom covered, folks. New Day Cleveland starts right now. Welcome to our Animal Encounters road trip. I'm Natalie Herbick. It is a world of wildlife right here in Northeast Ohio. And what better place to kick things off than here at the Cleveland Metroparks Zoo? Talk about amazing, unique animal encounters. We are here at the Cleveland Metroparks Zoo. I have Executive Director Chris Kuhar joining me today. And we're also joined by some really tall friends over there.
Yeah.
Look at,
Like Kendy's checking you out. Why don't you?
So
he's got you in his sights.
look at this. So talk about an animal encounter, an animal experience. Look at this. Look. They love their lettuce.
They love their lettuce. And here at Ben Goglick Giraffe Encounter, everybody can come and you can feed lettuce to our giraffe. It's a fantastic experience, right? When you see that 12-inch purple tongue come out and take that lettuce leaf from you, that's pretty cool.
So long.
It's pretty cool.
So this is our little boy.
Yeah, so this is our 4-year-old male Kendi.
Watch
And
this. Let's see
then-
the tongue. Look there.
Yeah,
There's
there
the
you
tongue.
go. There you go. And Jasmine and Jada are out there. They're 16, they're in their mid-teens. But he's going to be a big boy. Our girls are about 1,800 pounds. So that's a lot of giraffe. And he's working on it because he loves his lettuce.
He does love. Look, he's like, one more. I see one more up there.
Please.
How many pounds of lettuce will these guys eat a day?
So the lettuce is just on top of their normal diet. So each of these giraffe gets about 14 pounds of grain.
Okay.
And then we spread out another 7 pounds of alfalfa hay throughout the exhibit. And then all of this lettuce is extra. And really, romaine lettuce, it's kind of like green water, right? There's not a lot of nutrients.
Sure.
So it's really just roughage for them. So it's not really a lot of calories. They can eat as much as they're willing to stomach in a day. And sometimes they eat more, sometimes they eat less. But it's a really cool experience. It's a good interactive for us. It's not harmful to the giraffe. We're not going to make them fat by feeding them extra romaine lettuce. So it's a great opportunity.
They move so fast too. They're so nimble for being such tall creatures.
They're graceful. They're beautiful.
Yay! Oh, you did it!
To bring the families in here, to have the kids come over, to be able to be this close to these creatures, it's amazing.
Yeah, there's not a lot of animals that we can provide this opportunity to get you that close to.
Yeah.
So this is a really cool opportunity for you to get close to something that's that big.
Now, there's so many other things. I mean, I love the animal encounter aspect of the zoo, but there are so many other things that you can do while you're here. Some new features that you guys have too. What are those little animals I've seen people riding around on?
Yeah, those little scooters.
Not real animals.
Yeah, not real animals. But you can come rent an animal. You can ride a giraffe or a rhino or a lion around the zoo. Not a real one, right? But
That would be
it's a really
bad.
cool added experience. You know, people have seen the carousel. They've seen, all the really cool attractions. Hopefully, they've ridden the zip line.
The zip line
That's
is
the
a
big new one.
neat attraction. So that's the thing. There's encounters, there's experiences on top of just seeing the animals when you're walking by. There's so much that you guys offer so much. I'm going to continue. If I could get them to come back over, we're going to try to feed a little bit more here. This is a blast. Thank you, Chris. The Cleveland Zoo has giraffe feedings almost every day. I had a blast doing that, guys. So when you're planning a visit, you can check out their schedule to see what time works best for you. Okay, now birds of prey. We got up close and personal with a few fearsome flyers, but they aren't as scary as they really look. This is the Raptor Hallow Sanctuary.
Raptor Hallow Sanctuary is a place where raptors come as kind of a retirement home, we call it. Raptors that have been injured in the wild and have gone to rehab and have been deemed non-releasable for one reason or another. Maybe they have an injured wing, they're missing an eye, for some reason they're no longer able to hunt on their own. They come to live with us for the rest of their days. We are home to 40 animals right now. A majority of them are non-releasable, and they come from all over the United States. We have Acorn here, as well as one of our vultures is from Georgia, and our peregrine falcon came all the way from Oregon. We also have several non-raptor birds. We have some parrots, a cockatoo, turako, sacred ibis, some guinea fowl, and a rooster, Sebastian, who is a guest favorite. We also have animals that are not birds. So we have several mammals, 2 foxes, 2 prairie dogs, and a skunk. All of our reptiles are abandoned pets that we were able to take in. Unfortunately, humans are some of raptors' largest threats in the wild. We accidentally harm them through lead poisoning, car collisions. They may land on electric lines and accidentally get electrocuted. And so when these things happen to animals, they go to wildlife rehabbers. And a majority of the time, the wildlife rehabbers are able to cure them and take them back into the wild. Sometimes the injury is too severe and those animals are no longer able to survive on their own. And that's where we come in. We are able to take those animals and give them a permanent home, and they stay here, and we use them for wildlife conservation education. So all of our guests can come in and view our wildlife, and we love to teach our guests about what they can do to help protect them. We believe that seeing an animal on exhibit is one thing, but when you're able to get up close with that animal, it can inspire you in a whole new way. So we like to train our animals to come out to meet the guests, to kind of get that personal interaction and inspire guests to help save these creatures. Training is pivotal because we want these animals to be very comfortable around people. It's not natural for a raptor to want to be around humans, so it takes a lot of training in order to make that possible. It's very important to us that our birds are always given a choice. So every bird that we have at the sanctuary who can fly is able to fly. We let them out of their enclosures for daily exercise, and we always give them the choice of where they want to go. If they decide that they want to fly up in a tree and take a nap for 4 hours, they can do that. So they're more than welcome to choose where they want to go. However, we always try to make coming back home the most reinforcing thing. Raptor Hallow was founded officially in 2016 by our executive director, Josh Kusmal. Ever since he was a kid, he was raising all different types of birds in his backyard. And so after he finished his career at the zoo, he decided that he wanted to do something in his hometown to help protect birds. Being part of this mission is the best thing in the world. So at the core of Raptor Hallow's mission, it is conservation education. So we like to get our guests close enough to care. And just knowing that I get to come to work every day and get to teach people about wildlife and hopefully inspire them to help save animals, it's just the best feeling in the world. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
So if you would like to get involved with Raptor Hallow, you can visit the sanctuary. They are always looking for volunteers. And the cool part, they also offer college internships. Now, if you can't give them a visit, you can still sponsor an animal online, or you can even set up an experience where they bring their animals to you. You can go to their website to learn more. Well, it's a party at the barn. Cows, goats, and a whole lot of fun. Trust me, coming up. I got the sleeves rolled up. Why? We're feeding stingrays right now. We are here at the Greater Cleveland Aquarium. I have Ray joining me. Yes. Very fitting name since we're dealing with the rays today.
It is.
Thank you for allowing me to do this with you. These little guys are already very excited because they know you're holding the fish.
Yeah, they're ready for snack time. They are always hungry, always ready to go.
So this is a very interactive, neat thing that families, and I'm sure the kiddos especially, just get so excited to come and do.
Absolutely. This is one of our biggest draws in the building. Definitely one of the places guests spend the most time. Probably second only to our shark exhibit, and just because sharks are wild sharks.
Yeah.
Right. But this is the other place people really stop and anchor up for a while here at the aquarium.
So what do these guys eat?
So we've got a bowl of anchovies this morning, but
Anchovies,
they'll eat all sorts of stuff. In the wild, they're going to do a lot of shellfish, clams, mussels, shrimp.
Okay.
And we'll be doing that by hand. So you'll actually
how do we do it? Like, how do I do it? How do you hold it?
Is you're going to take your hand, tuck in your thumb, curl your fingers around. That little pocket right there is where the food's going to go. So you're just going to kind of loosely hold that right there. Don't hold on too tight, but just enough to keep it put.
Okay.
And the stingrays, their mouths are on their underside.
Do they
so
have
if you've
teeth?
looked at them, they've got big flat plates for mushing up their food.
Okay.
Nothing like sharp teeth.
Just double checking.
So if you watch them, they've got these little flaps on the front of their head that'll help them dig in the sand normally. We don't want to aim for that because that's like their forehead. Putting the food there doesn't help anybody.
Okay.
Right.
So we got to go underneath
so
of them.
underneath them. They need to swim over top of your hand.
Okay.
And then they're just going to suck that up like a little vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
Right? So I'll give you a quick demonstration.
Okay, you go
We're gonna
first.
Reach in, about elbow deep, keep the food pointed up.
Here one comes.
And of course there's nobody around
Here
right
comes,
now.
here comes.
And they're just going to take that right from you.
That is so cool.
You want to try?
Yeah. They're hungry. Okay,
Oh, they are.
so
It's breakfast time. Yeah, just dig in, grab a piece.
they're
Kind of
so
tuck that in,
Okay, like this.
just like that.
Like that's
Yep,
good.
just like that, perfectly.
Okay.
And then you're just going to reach in
Why am I
about elbowish
nervous?
deep.
I'm nervous, but I shouldn't be
No,
nervous.
nothing to be nervous about. They're going to splash a little bit, and they're going to kind of suck that right out of your hand. Just like that.
Yep.
Perfect.
That's
You're
so
doing
weird. That's so weird. What about this? Can we go over here and onto these little
Yeah,
guys?
absolutely. So
Okay.
over here, this is our invertebrate touch pool, so it's right next door. And since you just did some feeding, we're going to get some really good interaction here.
Okay.
So this is all a bunch of different invertebrates in the exhibit. So we've got shrimp and crabs and snails and urchins and sea cucumbers and all that sort of stuff. What's really cool though are these shrimps. So you see all these little red and white striped guys
Yep.
swimming around? These are cleaner shrimp. If we put our hands in the water and we hold really still, they will come over to our hands and they will start to pick dead skin cells off, give you a little manicure.
Oh my gosh, here comes.
And particularly because you just had that fish in your hands, you're going to smell a little extra to them. We've got all sorts of other stuff in here that are touchable. We've got our horseshoe crab, we've got some hermit crabs, we've got
that's-
urchins. Yeah, that's what's back here. That's our horseshoe crab back here.
That's a live horseshoe crab?
Yeah, it's,
No
it's just
way.
trying to dig in the sand a little bit. You can pull it up here, you can see it moving around.
Oh, I've never really seen one.
They're
alive
like little,
and
they're
well.
like little bulldozers. A lot
And
of
then what
times
else is in here?
we've got some snails, we've got some urchins. So there's some hermit crabs inside some of these shells.
Oh yeah, there's one right there. I
Yep.
see.
Cruising around. So on the back wall here, we've got some little spiny urchins. You can touch those guys.
Neat. This is very neat. So the
Yeah.
kids definitely love this, but I think as adults, you're going to kick out of seeing this too because it's not something you get to do every day.
Absolutely, yeah. And adults are welcome to get in just like the kids, and a lot of times they do. Sometimes more so, honestly, depending
I
on the
bet.
individual adults. So from 10 to 5 every day that we're open, these are accessible and open. The only exception is this will go on a 15-minute break periodically. So when you're looking at the difference in size, this is more of your traditional height exhibit that kids can reach into easily.
Sure.
Our touch pool's a little taller, you gotta use a step stool. That actually provides our stingrays the opportunity to get away if they don't wanna be interacted with. So they have kind of a free choice if they wanna come be interacted with or if they wanna go low and out of range. So they don't need a break at all during the day because of that. They have that option. These guys, we make sure to give them a break once an hour.
All right. I love the idea of this. Really cool space. You know, we love the Greater Cleveland Aquarium. There's so much to do and explore here. But then when you get this hands-on experience, I mean, what better way to enjoy a perfect spring, summer, fall, winter day
All year long.
than here?
And we're indoors, temperature, climate controlled. Doesn't matter what the weather is outside. It's always a good time to come in.
Rain or shine. Who wants to shake my hand behind the camera now? Anybody? Good. I'm in heaven. There's no other way to put this. I am here at Party at the Barn. I have Juliet with me, and as you can see, I have a lot of friends who are ready to be fed. I've never seen anything like this. All the animals together, they're emus mixed with goats and walking around, and everybody loves each other.
They love each other. They grew up together, so they love each other.
This place is so neat. If you want to bring your kids here, if you want to have a party here for your children, it's the perfect spot. So can we feed? Can we show people
Yes.
this? Like when people come in, when the public comes in,
Yeah, they get a
do
cup.
they get a
Yeah.
cup like this?
Yeah, they get a cup of food.
Whoa, oh
And-
my,
and
okay,
then- and
okay,
then, yeah,
okay.
And then you just feed them, and they'll eat right out of your cups.
So the other ones don't know
They
that
don't
we
know
have
yet.
this yet.
Yeah, they don't.
my,
Oh, now they're gonna
my,
know
oh
it.
My. Oh my!
Yep,
Oh,
there we go.
This is aggressive. This is they're aggressive. They're aggressive. Okay, chill out a second.
If
Okay.
you keep it high up, they won't get to
Okay.
you, but the emus will get it. But
Okay,
the
here.
rest of them.
This is what you get when you get live animals on TV. Okay. All right. So you learn about these animals then, right, when
Yeah.
you're out here?
Yeah, when we get them, we learn about them, how to take care of them, what they eat, and
I didn't realize emus were so friendly.
oh yeah, it depends how you raise them. You know, if you raise them from babies, they'll be friendly.
This is amazing! I've never been attacked by such cute beasts in my life. Okay, guys, whoa! So this is something that people can do. They can feed.
Yeah, they
I'm
come
out of
in
breath
and
now.
They feed all the animals. They feed them, and then they get to go and see all the bunnies, and then they can ride a pony if they want to. And if you're done with the food, you can just dump it and they'll leave you alone.
I'm gonna dump the food. Here, let's dump it on the ground
Yep,
because
and-
I want to go see the, jeez, here we go. There you go, guys.
Yeah.
The little bunnies. Wow, that was an experience. I feel like, okay, you guys are hungry, but you get fed all the time. They just love their food. They're like me. All right,
And we have bunnies every 30 days. We get baby bunnies.
so you get baby animals here all the time.
all the time.
Look at this little
You
one.
hold them two hands because he's a little hoppy sometimes.
Look. Get out of the way, big guys. Let me show them. Look at this little angel. You can pet the animals. You can feed the animals. Then you go upstairs to the
Party
room.
yeah. And you can have snacks and pizza and and food and desserts for your birthday party.
Now, are you mainly party driven, or do you have people that come in?
We have general admission where
Okay.
people come in. They don't go up to the party room, but they go outside and feed the animals and they ride the pony and go in the Bunnyville.
The outdoor space is so cool because, I mean, these animals roam free, both in
Yeah.
the barn here and outside. When you leave, you can also buy eggs to go because there's chickens everywhere you look.
Yeah,
How
we
many
have
dozen?
300 chickens. We have 300 chickens, so we get about 150 eggs a day.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Is the emu the most exotic animal you have?
Yeah, he's from Australia, so
Yeah.
yeah, he's exotic. And then we do the gem mining too, and people can pan for gems. It is super fun.
So on top of the animals,
Yeah.
there's gem mining
Yeah,
as well.
so when they get bored or they're done with the animals, they go to the playground or they can go do some gem mining.
So I'm assuming it's best to go to your website to find out your general admission, your hours,
Yes, everything's on there.
and how to book.
Yep, and then you just get a ticket right on our website.
This has been such a neat experience. I want to stay. They even have baby kittens in the front, guys. They're so precious. Thank you for having me.
welcome.
When you have more babies, you call me, okay?
We have babies all the time.
That means I'm going to be out in Aurora a lot. That's okay. Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Juliet.
Of course, thank you for coming.
Cold-blooded cuties, scales, shells, and more up next. So we couldn't put an animal encounter show together without having some reptiles involved. Yay! No, I'm excited about this. This is going to be really cool. We're here at the Lake Erie Nature and Science Center in Bay Village. I have Vicky with me, and we're starting things off very cute with a little box turtle. Hi, little guy. So this is really neat because the public can come in.
Correct.
And they can get tours, but then they also can come into this room and see shows.
Yep, an animal program show. It's called Wonders of Wildlife, and you can come and we'll have 3 different animals, sometimes 4, and it's only a half hour, and you can get up close with the animals. We'll normally have a bird and a reptile, and sometimes also a mammal. So.
Oh, you are really cute. You're cuddly. This is someone fun that they can meet when they're here. I'm gonna put you in your little box, okay?
This is one of our soft-shelled turtles. Now, soft-shelled turtles are really cool. Normally our box turtles, they're out. Uh-oh, come here, little friend.
You said he'd be feisty.
He is, he's a little feisty. So soft-shelled turtles, they live in the bottoms of rivers and in ponds. They're very, very aquatic. If you get a close look at his feet, you'll see that his feet, unlike our box turtle friend, are all like paddles and flippers, and they're designed, oh, there we go. We can get a really good shot of his back feet. Look at that. Whoa. So these guys are designed to swim in the water. They like to bury themselves in mud and then eat bugs and worms down at the bottom of the rivers and things like that. They're really cool.
Very neat. All right, now let's do it.
You ready?
Yes.
You sure?
It's snake time, folks.
This is one of our milk snakes.
Why are they called milk snakes? Oh, you're
Excellent.
teeny.
Oh yeah, he's small.
You're teeny.
You want to pet him?
Yeah, I'll pet him. I'm getting better with
He's
petting
really
things.
soft.
He doesn't look like he's going to jump at me, so we're good.
Yeah, he's really soft. No, he's not scary at all. They're called milk snakes because these guys love to eat mice. And when people started finding them, like when settlers started coming over here and finding them, they would find them in their dairy barns. And it was like a myth that they would milk the snakes at night.
That's wild. Yeah. So this little guy could fit a mouse in his mouth right now. Last but not least, oh, you're bigger. You're definitely bigger.
Come on, friend. You're coming out backwards today. There we go. So this is our fox snake.
Okay, it's beautiful.
Oh yeah. Now fox snakes are native, just like our milk snakes. These guys are actually harder to find. They like big marshy plains, big wet areas.
I mean, they really are magnificent to see, and I know the kids love getting this close to these guys. So you're open 7 days a week.
Yes.
And people can come in and just walk around. But and that part's free, which is really awesome. So you get an educational experience for free. Well, thank you for having me in
you're
today.
welcome.
Thank you for continuing to acclimate me with my little snake friends. Love the turtles. Would love for you to come out here and enjoy this, get a first-hand experience, hands-on, with some of the coolest reptiles in Northeast Ohio. Right here in Bay Village. Thank you for having me in.
You're welcome.
Talk about an animal encounter. I am so excited. We are here at the Akron Zoo. I have Todd with me. This is an experience, folks, that you may or may not know about. It is the Rise and Shine Tour.
Yes.
And I am pumped because one of the stops happens to be right behind us.
We are going to be interacting with some of our penguins. A lot of people ask, what do zoos do?
Yes.
And it's not just about seeing animals. So when you do this Rise and Shine experience, it's amazing. You get to interact with a lot of our animals, but you also get to find out what happens in a day, each and every day with our animals. So you want to have some fun with this?
All
right, so the one thing that our animals love, we have some of our animals out there, they love eating, okay? So,
like me?
Do you know what kind of fish this is?
Sardines, I have no idea.
No, these are actually called dead fish, okay?
I would have never guessed that.
That's right, but actually we do have a variety of fish, and if you look right now, they're getting all set for you to feed. Now,
Thank you.
You're gonna get all smelly, okay?
That's fine.
So what we do here, if you smell it, it smells bad, we just wipe it on our jackets.
Can I wipe it on yours?
Sure, you can, all right?
Let me come feed you guys.
So all of our penguins have different names, and if you look at our chart right here, if we look at Ernie right here, what I want you to do is take that fish, toss it right into that little lagoon right over there.
Throw it into the lagoon.
Yep.
They're gonna look at them all ready to go.
Go for it, and let's see.
Oh, that was not long
There
enough.
we go. So what happens is the keepers actually have to hand feed all 16 of our penguins. And when they do that, they actually have to keep track of who's getting which fish. See if you can do that. Go for it. Toss it to him. Go ahead.
Oh.
He'll get it. He'll get it.
Get it, Ernie. There you go, bud.
Very cool.
Come on. Where's Ernie? Ernie's the kid at heart. Look at him.
There you
Get the
go.
bubbles, Ernie. All right, Todd. I love the penguins.
Good.
Where are we gonna go to next?
We are actually going to go to see our lemurs right now.
Okay, tell me these things aren't the cutest things you've ever seen. Todd, thank you for bringing me in to see the lemurs. I am going nuts right now.
So we actually have two ringtail lemurs. We have Nathan, and actually debuting, probably her first time on camera, is little Persephone. She's brand new to the Akron Zoo. We have a thing called the Species Survival Plan, and it's a person that's in charge of all lemurs in all AZA zoos. And what happens is, Nathan actually lost his buddy, and we needed to replace him with a buddy. So the AZA actually worked with the Species Survival Plan, and that's how we actually got Persephone right now.
Are we good? High five?
Oh yeah, this is actually, this is enrichment.
This is
Training
enrichment?
is really, really important. Just like any kid needs to go to school. There we go, very good. She's actually brand new at doing that, but a really good thing about that high five is when she does that, there could be a keeper underneath and maybe looking at their paws to see if they have any scratches. All the toys in here, they have to do that every day. So a kid likes to play, guess what? These guys like to play. They have exercise, they have exercise time as well. They have learning time, they have husbandry, which is medical. They're actually trained to step on scales. They're trained to go into kennels. Some of our animals are trained to actually get voluntary shots.
Wow.
Everything like that.
So you're learning through, when you do this experience, you can come and give a high five.
You can give a high five. They're gonna learn about all of the enrichment that they get. Believe it or not, in their back area that they have TVs, flat screen TVs, that they can watch cartoons. They love Disney cartoons.
They're
Radios
living
back
the
there.
dream. The fun continues at the Akron Zoo. More behind the scenes experiences coming up. Welcome back to our Animal Encounter Show. Now let me tell you, we're having so much fun here at the Akron Zoo, and the whole experience takes about an hour and a half, so we have so much more to explore, so let's go. Okay, this is an encounter I've never experienced before.
So most guests do not get to come back here. We never normally have video cameras back here either, just because this is actually called Lion Behind the Scenes, and it's a night yard. Most zoos have their habitat in their indoor bedrooms. We actually build an outdoor habitat for them, so when the park is closed, they can actually sleep out over this the night sky, basically.
Wow.
So even if it's raining, we have Mandisa right here that is hanging out right now.
Hi, now Mandisa doesn't normally like the rain or the mud.
No, but she wanted to come out and see you.
Mandisa.
So this is really cool. But what you have to do when we do this, it's not as pretty as the habitat, but we need to make it for safe because they are out here all night long. We have video cameras. Our animal care curators can actually log in and check them out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have security here all the time.
And let me ask, you're doing so much to make sure that these animals in the wild are staying protected too.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we do a lot of research with these guys. The one thing that we did is little yawn, they sleep 22 hours a day. Oh, I forgot. Here's Tamar, the big man.
Look at him.
And he is 17 years old. When it's wintertime, if they want to come out and play in the snow, they can. If it's 4th of July, they can come out here and check out the fireworks. It's a really cool habitat that we have. No one gets to see this area, but it's for the well-being of our animals. It's amazing.
I am blown away that I'm this close to them and that they both came out, because neither one of them likes this kind of
No, they do not like rain.
They don't like the rain. So
yes.
They came out just because they wanted you to be able to see how adorable and friendly they are.
Well, I don't know about that. Yes.
From in the cage. Okay, we have some friends behind us right now.
You got to see the bedrooms, didn't you? Oh, here he is right now. This is actually Jackson right here.
Jackson, and what's the other one?
That is Cheyenne, their brother and sister.
Okay.
And they've been at the Akron Zoo. They're 12 years old, so they're basically tweens. And you can see that they're eating some of their enrichment. But they also get all their produce. They get their fish. And a lot of people think one of their favorite foods would be salmon, right?
Of course, that's
Natalie,
what you think, right?
What's their favorite food?
I learned it's this, folks, cherry pie filling.
It's very important. That is their favorite. So it's a safety device called a recall system. So if they're outside and there's a tornado coming, we can actually have a certain tone. They ring that tone, and whatever they hear that tone, they'll run in and get their cherry pie filling. So they also use it for bloods and samples and all that kind of stuff as well. It's really amazing.
So when you get to be part of this experience here, you will get to watch these animals as they come out, they feed a little bit.
Well, we got to go behind the scenes, so you get to see their bedrooms, you get to see where they sleep basically at nighttime, and then you'll come out here and learn what they do each and every day.
I have experienced the Akron Zoo in a way that I never thought I could experience before today.
That's the whole point of the Rise and Shine experience.
This is incredible. So if someone wants to go online, they can just go online and book their experience.
Yep, akronzoo.org, and then actually go under Unique Experiences or Rise and Shine Tour, and you can do it right there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I think I'm going to go now because I don't want to end up sleeping with the bears today.
Okay, sounds good.
Some new friends, you guys. Well, Jeff is one of them here at Majestic Meadows, but we have who?
This is Gus.
Gus and?
This is Tuck.
And Tuck. Hi, guys. Didn't think I'd have camels with me today. Right behind me happens to me, who's this little angel?
His name is Jeremiah. He's a very young male goat.
Jeremiah.
He's only a couple months old.
He's such a little thing, and you are so precious. Oh my gosh. So when you have people come to the farm here, how many days a week can they come and see all these animals?
Right now, Monday and Tuesday we're closed, but every other day we're open. And so basically you can come and pet and feed most of the animals.
Okay, you hear that? That's another friend. There's some turkeys. Oh, there's a full-blown turkey right there.
So that's a male turkey, Tom. And he's actually very friendly, but a lot of people are intimidated because he fluffs out and he yells, but I pick him up all the time.
Okay, now, you're known, everyone, I started with the camels here, but you guys are known for your alpacas.
Yes, we've been raising alpacas for 30 years. These ones here, the babies are about 6 days old each. They're all boys, but we'll have probably 50 alpaca babies this year.
This is so amazing to see. These are all, so there's 3 babies, 3 mamas, and people can come and they can see the babies like this in person.
They can see them in person, and a lot of times they can actually see, we'll have so many babies that a lot of times they can actually see the babies being born.
You're walking amongst them, and we're just seeing again a little snippet here. You have another barn over there.
We have some baby capybaras.
Capybaras, okay? Do you know what a capybara is? I didn't until today. I want to show you what these guys look like. Okay, so this is a creature I've never seen before, in person at least. They're the capybaras?
These are capybaras, and this is a little girl. So they're semi-aquatic, so they do like water.
These go in the water?
They actually are very, very good swimmers.
So you like to swim and you like to stay above water like us. Okay. Hello. So you have to, do they like to be pet?
They do.
Okay, well not right now, huh? You're like, give me my food first.
They have to learn your trust, and you can actually scratch them. You can actually scratch their belly. They're very good swimmers, and you can kind of look at their feet, how they're kind of webbed.
So people can come in here and they can also feed these little guys?
They can feed these guys lettuce, certain.
You want the big piece, you're like me.
But see, this is very good for them. They don't eat a lot of sugar, so for example, you don't feed them carrots or anything sweet, but they are very touchy-feely, as you can see.
Majestic Meadows, you're right off of, which street are we on here?
This is Abbeyville Road.
You come on a typical day and these animals are roaming around the property.
They're roaming outside, and you can walk right out in the pastures with all of them.
Thank you so much for having me. And
you're very welcome.
I'm going to come back and hang out with you, okay? A safari adventure right here in Northeast Ohio. Don't miss it when we come back. Welcome back to our Animal Encounters road trip. Hope you're enjoying it, and hopefully you are on your way to planning your next safari. Now, in case you missed something, do not forget that you can always go to fox8.com. We post information for every one of our businesses that we feature here on New Day Cleveland. Just click on that New Day tab. And hey, speaking of safaris, let's take one, shall we? Have a wild time at the African Safari Wildlife Park now.
We are a drive-through safari park. When you come to our park, you drive your vehicle through the park and feed the animals as you go. So it makes us a little different than your normal zoo. We have a lot of the same animals that you'd see at your normal zoo, but you get up close and personal here. The other portion of the park is our walk-through safari. That is slightly like a traditional zoo, except we have lots of experiences for you to have in that walkthrough, including a bungee aviary, camel rides. That part of the park runs from Memorial Day to Labor Day, but the drive-through is open from March to Thanksgiving. When you come to the park, you're going to check in at either our ticket booth or our gift shop, depending on how busy we are. Once you check in, they're going to talk to you about what kind of animal food packages you want. One free cup is given to each vehicle, so you can kind of get your feet wet if you don't want to splurge on some extra. And then you're going to pull up to our entrance of the drive-thru. They're going to give you all the rules, explain how to feed the animals safely, make sure they explain how to keep your kids safe and your car safe. And then once you go into the park, the animals are going to come right to your car windows, as close as you can ever imagine, and they're going to feed out of these white cups that we provide for you with animal food, and you're just going to get to giggle and laugh along with them. In our drive-thru, we have llamas, alpacas, guanacos, camels of both varieties, bongo, zebra, giraffe, and bison and elk. There's many more. Usually the animals are pretty close to you, so they are within breathing distance of you. You're holding an animal food cup out your car window, so they are close enough to feed right from that arm length. We do 2 types of food here. We do produce, which is seasonally based on the animals' diets that we work with our vet on. And then we also do grain cups, which grain is a pelletized diet for them that we have made specially for us. It allows us to balance their entire diet and nutrients right in those pellets in the produce. So those are your options. They're $5 a cup, really affordable for you to get a snack for the family to share with the animals. I don't recommend that your kids eat it, but the animals love it. There are a variety of reactions.
Got it?
There is excitement and laughter. There is often screaming and terror, which can be fun, especially for those in the car with you who aren't afraid. But most of the time, it's a lot of family fun and a lot of laughs and good memories. There is often slobbery windows and wet tongues on your car, because those animals are interested in those snacks. So it just gives you a full family memory. We love it. Our whole passion is to connect animals and people to nature and to try to get the passion that we see in these animals expressed out into the world. So we really love getting to give those experiences. We want you to have something unforgettable that's nothing like you've ever had before. And that is kind of why we all do this. We have a great staff that work here that are so passionate about giving those experiences.
The African Safari Wildlife Park is located in Port Clinton, and they do sell daily tickets and year-long memberships online. Okay, our next stop technically is an insect encounter, but an adventure nonetheless. We're releasing butterflies at the Cleveland Botanical Garden. Well, what better way to celebrate the return of spring than by visiting the Cleveland Botanical Gardens? We are here in the Costa Rica Glass House. I have Matt with me. It is the release of the butterflies today.
That's right.
There is a huge crowd waiting here for us because, well, they're not waiting here for me, that's for sure. They're waiting here for you to release these beautiful butterflies.
Yes, they are. We've got quite a few today.
Oh, now, do these butterflies come from all over? What types of butterflies do we have?
So all of our butterflies are neotropical, which means they just come from the American tropics. We get all of ours from butterfly farms. They come from Florida, Costa Rica, Suriname, and Ecuador.
Wow. And so this is, I think, a tradition that people would love to come and be part of. I mean, what you do, there's some butterflies already kind of swirling about, but when you do this, is this releasing other butterflies into the environment that aren't already in here?
Exactly. We buy all the butterflies and we get a shipment every week. And we get them not as adult butterflies, but as butterfly pupa. So we get them, we hang them in our hatching boxes. They hatch when they're ready, which is either that day or over the course of a week or more. So every day we go down, we gather up the adults, we bring them up here for the 2 o'clock public release.
This is really exciting. And when people are walking through here, first of all, this is a magical glass house here.
Yes, it is.
But so they see butterflies, you see birds too. I saw some tortoises.
Yeah, we have tortoises, birds, frogs, butterflies, all sorts of fun animals.
It's a really neat experience just to walk through, but then when you think about experiencing this firsthand, again, the crowd is forming and it's just about 2 o'clock on my fake watch that I know it's because we're counting down from our phones before. I'm going to let you do your thing now and then we'll touch base when you're all done, okay?
Sounds good.
I can't wait to watch this.
Welcome to our butterfly release today. Thanks for coming. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up this box. A few of them may come out. I'll pull out the rest one at a time. I'll come along and I'll pull them out and I'll set one on your hand if you like. Okay, here we go.
All right, that is clearly a hit.
I
Children
think so.
and adults alike all want it. I have to ask. I know you saved a couple in there. Can I try one now
Absolutely.
too? They're just so beautiful.
It's a blue morpho.
I hope it opens up its wings for you again. So this is every day at 2 p.m.
That's right. Every day, but Mondays when we're closed.
How long does butterfly season run for you?
It starts April 1st and runs through Halloween. But we have some butterflies the rest of the year. It's just so dark in the winter, they don't fly so much. So we get more in the warm months.
Well, I can see why it's a hit.
Yeah.
And I know that sometimes crowds are even bigger than the one we had today. So keep that in mind. If you want to come a little early, get your spot. Oh, look too. They are just absolutely stunning. I'm gonna become the butterfly lady at the end of all this, aren't I? So here through again, October, 2 o'clock. And am I missing anything else about this beautiful experience?
Just come here and experience the butterflies. They're really nice.
It's stunning. It really, oh, there one goes. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are you gonna leave me too? They're all leaving me. All right, you're gonna stick around. Okay. He doesn't want to go, we're good. We've got one animal encounter left, Gentle Giants in Hartville, and how you can get involved coming up. It's more than just horseback riding. A local stable is creating confidence and empowering others with the help of horses. This is Pegasus Farm.
Pegasus Farm is a therapeutic equestrian center here in Hartville. We focus on using our horses for kiddos and adults who have any kind of diverse challenge or hurdle in their life. Our mission is to empower children and adults with special needs to make them as independent as possible. We have 34 horses on this property and we average about 200 riders a week.
The skills that we learn on the horse carry over into their daily life. We learn persistence. We learn, don't give up. They learn patterns. And so our job is to help them physically. Some of our riders have physical issues, and the movement of the horse is just like walking. And so they're able to build core strength. It builds determination, camaraderie, because the classes work together for a long period of time and they support each other and enjoy each other and ask about each other. There's a multitude of benefits from it.
Pegasus Farm is a therapeutic equestrian center, but we are also a local nonprofit organization. We only charge our riders half of what it costs to run our program because they have so many other expenses and we don't want to cause a financial burden for them. So we do seek fundraising opportunities and things like that. We're very grateful to all of our community partners. We really couldn't do it without them. We rely heavily on volunteers. We can use up to 18 volunteers in one class. You can sign up to help in our barns, in our lessons. We also have a 5-acre produce garden where people can volunteer. We have events throughout the summer where we need volunteers. So there are a lot of opportunities to come and be on our property and spend time. So just whatever your interest. We walk through the doors in the morning and we see our participants and they're so excited to be here. Some of them are just, running in to be with their friends and get to their horse, and you just can't help but be inspired by them every day. They face so many challenges and they have a smile on their face, and you just can't beat that.
When we walk in the door, everybody's just warm and welcoming and understanding. He's a high energy kid and he's always got like a motor, and he's just really calm and centered around the horses. And even his first day, a volunteer asked me if he was always that calm. It just centers him where he can focus on something. It's a really wonderful community. They do amazing things here.
I go home feeling so happy. I had such fun last night. I have fun in here every day, but I also feel like I've made a difference. Things are tough out there, especially if you have challenges and disabilities. You don't always fit in. Here, this is their safe place. They fit in, and we're like family. So it makes me feel I've made a difference, and that's one of the best things about being here.
It's the people in it and the horses, but it's more like family type. They just love me and we're like one big happy family, not just with Pegasus, but in life. And you Don Sank, and she's wonderful.
Thank you. You're
welcome.
wonderful.
Hey.
All right. Good job.
Pegasus Farm is located on Edison Street in Hartville. If you'd like to volunteer, donate, or sign up for a class, you can visit them online. Guess what, guys? That wraps up our Animal Encounters road trip. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. It was a fun adventure, and we've only scratched the surface here. There are so many opportunities to learn more and meet these adorable animals of Northeast Ohio. So get out there, have some fun. Let us know how it goes. I know I had a blast. I'm Natalie Hervick, and on behalf of David Moss, we'll see you on the next New Day Cleveland.